Hello everyone, my name is Corey Axler and I am the choir director at Council Rock High School South. I first want to congratulate all of you for getting into PMEA District 11 Chorus. It's a very big honor. While I know that this is not a typical year, to say the least, it is still a very big honor to be chosen to get into this group, some of the finest singers in all of Bucks and Montgomery counties. And it's something you should definitely not take for granted and take lightly. So while we're not going to have a typical festival this year for districts, I have helped in putting together what I think will be a fairly memorable and musical experience in the form of a virtual choir project for this group. If all goes well, the end product will be something that you'll be really proud of and will be representative of your achievements and your accomplishments. So let's go through all the details. What are we going to do? So you guys are going to be putting together a virtual choir project of How Lovely Is Thy Dwelling Place by Johannes Brahms, which was one of the 2 audition pieces to get into this group, which is why I chose that one, because first of all, it's an awesome piece. It rocks, it's really challenging. It's got some great moments musically in it. And you already know the music, or at least you should know the music, so that should make it all the easier. But there will be very specific details that will be going into in order for you to successfully go through the process in preparing for this project. If you've never done one before, welcome to the world of virtual choir projects. If you have done one before, you haven't done one with me unless you're one of my own personal students, and I do things very particularly. So follow these instructions really carefully, and if you do, the end result will be something amazing. So first off, let's talk about preparing this whole process. It is a process. It's not just like doing one thing and you're done. So the first thing you'll need to do is to rehearse the music again, get it back in your brain. To make it easier for you, I have prepared for you guys YouTube videos that will utilize the original practice guide tracks that Matthew Curtis put together, as well as the sheet music running at the same time as the singing, and a small video of me at the bottom of whichever side I will be on. I guess let's wait and see, of your screen of my conducting. That will be used as just a means to remind you with certain phrasing and articulations and breath marks and being mindful of the musicality of the piece as well. So all of that has been set up for you to practice the music. That's the first thing you're going to do. Just go through, listen to the practice tracks, just get it back into your brain, and in addition to that, really fine-tune all of the details. Another thing you can do, there will be a second video that I'll be putting out, which will go through the entire piece, where to put the breath marks, words you should focus on, some of the interpretation, musicality, all that stuff. So follow that. Put your markings in your score if you need to and get that prepared. All right, so once you've done all of that, the next step is preparing for the audio recording. So the step 1 for preparing for the audio recording is set up a device that you're going to be recording with. I got to find mine. Oh, mine's over here. 1 second. So I've got my device right here. It's a phone. As a matter of fact, that's what we're asking all of you guys to do, is you're going to be recording with your phone, whether it's your an iPhone or an Android. Pretty much they all have the same quality of sound, which is really good, which is why we're using the phones. Now, I know that some of you guys at home may have really good audio equipment, much better than this. And while I respect and understand that you have that, I'm asking everyone, please use their phones instead. And the reason for this is because I want the sound to be fairly unified across the board so that everyone's quality sounds about the same. And actually, all the details I'm going to be going into with how you record will hopefully guarantee a good, clean product. So you're going to use a phone. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to be wearing headphones. And you're going to be singing along to the guide track that I have created for you by voice part. Keep in mind, this is just an audio recording. So one device is going to be playing the music you're going to be listening to, and you're going to be singing along to it. Your headphones are going to be going into that device. So whether that's your computer or another phone or whatever. So you've got one device to listen to the recording, another device to be recording. All right? And then once you're ready to record, if you have an iPhone, you're going to use the Voice Memo app. And the Voice Memo app looks something like this. I'm sure you guys can see that. Really simple. If you have an Android, I think the app is called Voice Recorder. Both are free, and you can find them on the app store if you need to download it. Okay? But it should be on all iPhones to begin with, the Voice Memo Recorder. Either one, make sure that you download and that you have on your phone to record. Okay, once you're ready, you got to find the right space to record in. So find a quiet space. The room you're going to be singing in has to be small, has to be quiet. No fans running, no fish tanks, no air conditioners, no low hums that are going to get in the way of your recording. Believe me, the sensitivity of this thing is such that it will pick it up. For example, that's the band practicing in the other room. So I'm in an environment right now, an environment that is not good to be recording in. That being said, however, I need to find a space that I could record in that it would be much quieter. There's also even an air handler going, which is very loud in here. So what are some suggestions? Okay, really the best location is a walk-in closet. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but a walk-in closet you can close the door into and bring a laptop or two devices would be perfect. Nice and quiet. I mean, certainly a quiet bedroom is great, so long as you don't have fish tanks and fans running, all that kind of stuff. But please, no echoey spaces like a bathroom or a stairwell or a hallway. Avoid those. You want a dry, quiet recording. Okay, next, how to record. So you've got your voice memo up, you're good to go, you're ready to hit record. What do you do with your phone? So here's what you're going to do. You're going to hold it about, I'll turn it sideways so you can see this better. You're going to hold it about 12 to 18 inches away from your mouth and on a 45-degree angle, and you're not going to block it with your hand. You're going to hold it, literally hold the phone sideways like this and sing into it. Now, if you have a really big voice and you're concerned that this is going to be too close to your mouth, maybe turn it slightly to the side and sing in this direction. So it's not going directly into the microphone. You're going to have to probably do a little bit of just finagling, which means like just figure it out. Determine, do I need to go closer, farther or closer to determine where the space should be. But it's crucial you hold it and at a 45-degree angle, not like this, not like this. You don't want to put it on a table, because if you put it on a table, that will pick up more resonance and it'll pick up possible buzzing and other sounds that would get in the way of the actual recording. All right, so you're now holding it and you're singing. Now you're good to go. We talked about having those headphones on. Those headphones are to make sure that the guide track is not bleeding through onto your recording. So nice, tight headphones over the ear or AirPods or earbuds, whatever it takes. Something to make sure that we're not going to hear the recording going onto your phone. Okay. I also mentioned like practicing the loudest moments and the softest moments and see, find somewhere in between that will work. You'll know if it doesn't sound good. If you sing the highest or loudest moments in the piece and you go back and listen to it and it sounds overblown, that's not a worthy recording. So make some adjustments. Okay? So you're recording it. Make sure you're going straight through from the beginning to the end. Do not edit it in the middle. Sing with the guide track and sing from the beginning to the end. The reason for that is I won't have time to go in and individually edit if you've edited and you're not lined up with the guide track anymore. Now, if you're concerned about making small mistakes, don't worry about it. Remember that you're one of 160 singers that are going to be on this recording. So if you're making a tiny mistake here and there, believe me, the other 19 alto ones or the other 39 altos will cover that up. So don't worry about that. Do the best you can. Okay? Okay, you've now recorded your audio part. The next step is to prepare the video recording. So once again, you're going to need two devices for the video recording. But this time around, we're not going to use headphones. because we don't want you to look like you're singing to a guide track. We want this to look like you're actually singing. If you've ever watched some of the best looking virtual choirs, they're done in 2 steps, audio first and then video second. And that way it has a really clean video along with a really good audio quality. So when you're doing the video itself, I don't care what you sound like, because I'm going to be throwing out the audio portion of your video. So mouth along, sing along, it doesn't matter to me. Your choice. Either way, you want to make sure that that guide track is what you're singing along to, so your mouth lines up to what you've done. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Don't just sing it on your own. Sing to the original guide track that you recorded the audio with. That will help to guarantee everything lines up. All right, well, how are we going to record? And where do I record? These are good questions to ask. So, first off, as I already mentioned, you're not wearing headphones. That's great. The second thing is what to wear. I'd like you to wear formal attire. So wear black choir dress or black blouse, a black or a dark suit jacket with a white shirt and a straight tie or a bow tie. If you even have like your PMEA medals from past festivals, wear them proudly on the side. That'd be great. You know, that would really kind of add a nice touch to this video, because this is specifically a PMEA video. We won't have time to give you the medals for this festival in time for your recording. So don't expect those to be in the recording. But if you happen to have old ones because you were in old festivals. If not, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Okay? So again, black choir dress, black dress, you know, something that you would wear if you were in choir, or a black blouse, or like I said, a black suit jacket and a white shirt and tie, button-down shirt and tie. Okay? You're going to be recording yourself from the waist up, very similar to the way I'm recording myself right now. The only difference is what the background's going to look like. So you need to make sure you are recording in front of a neutral background, like a white wall, or, you know, like you can see, like back here, I've got a screen down here. If you want to have someone help you, you could actually set up a tripod and record the video of singing in front of a screen. But a white wall would be fine. Some of my students at home, they actually record in front of a white door if they don't have white walls in their house. Just find a spot. It can be wide like this or an up and down shot. Doesn't matter either way. Doesn't matter to me. So don't worry about that. But again, you want to make sure your shoulders are in the shot and you're filming from the waist up when you are recording. And not at a weird angle where you're turned sideways and you're singing to the floor. Sing to the camera. Please sing to the camera. That's crucial. Okay? Okay. So, and then you record your video. And once again, no edits. You're just going straight through. So you record your video is done. Now what do you do? Well, the last step is going to be submit your recordings for the project. So once you've done all that, there will be a Google form that you will be able to fill out. You'll ask for your first name, your last name, grade, your voice part, and be specific, the one that you've sang, tenor 1, tenor 2, bass 1, so forth and so on. School that you attend, and the last name of your choir director. And then an area in the form will be for you to submit your audio recording, and then an area will be to submit your video recording. And you submit them. You put everything in the form, and you're good to go. It's really crucial that you answer all the questions in the form, especially your email address, the one that you actually check. Because should there be a problem with your recording and I need to reach out to you, I need to make sure that it's an email address that you actually check, so I can say, hey, you need to redo your recording, whatever, all right? And that's it. Now, timeline-wise, we're looking at, let me see if I can pull up a calendar right here on my phone. We're looking at having all this done by like the middle of February. So I would say February 14th, Valentine's Day, should be the last day for you to submit your recording. So this is going to go pretty fast. You have like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks to get all of this done and submit it to me. And that's it. So if you have any questions about any of this, please feel free to email me at caxler@crsd.org. If you're having questions about how to record the audio portion or the video portion, you're not sure about one of the aspects of this whole process, like I said, feel free to please reach out to me and I will help you to the best of my ability. Good luck and take care. Have a great day and be safe.